The Russian Tatar School in 1886 followed. That school was engaged in student preparation for both realny and city schools. Many well-educated and highly cultured teachers who graduated from the universities, gymnasia, and institutes of Gorky, Kharkov, Moscow, St. Petersburg, Berlin, and Paris were invited to teach at these schools. It was not an accident that most of the scientists, cultural, and artistic workers of Russia and Azerbaijan got their education at the Realny Uchilish of Shusha. The first city library was established in Shusha in 1897. At the beginning of the 20th century, Shusha was both a cultural and scientific, as well as resort center for Azerbaijan. Visitors were amazed by the songs heard everywhere throughout Shusha. That's why Shusha was called the Conservatoire of the Caucasus. We can safely say that there are no places in the world that have raised so many talented musicians as Shusha. Much as the Italian vocal school occupies a prominent place in the history of European music, the Shusha vocal school occupies the same position in the history of Eastern music. There were times when Shusha was even called the Italy of the Caucasus. Historical parts of Shusha were declared to be historical architectural preserves according to the order of the Soviet Ministry of Azerbaijan in 1977. The only Eastern musical instruments manufactured in Azerbaijan were built in Shusha, which produced tar, kamancha, oud, nagara, and other fine instruments of the time period. Shusha was occupied by the Armenians on May 8, 1992. According to accounts, during the occupation of Shusha, Armenian vandals destroyed many of our historical monuments. The region consists of one city center, one settlement, and 37 villages. The Shusha State Drama Theater, Shusha Television, the State Karabakh History and Shusha City History Museums, memorial museums for Hajibeyov, Bulbul, and Mir Mufsun Nawab, the Shusha City branch of the Azerbaijan State Carpet Museum, the State Art Gallery, 4 technical schools and colleges, branches of 2 institutes, 25 secondary schools, several music schools and colleges, 8 cultural houses, 17 clubs, 31 libraries, 40 medical enterprises, 2 resort centers, a children's sanatorium, a children's health center, a tourist camp, a hotel, and several public catering establishments. Armenian armed forces plundered 15 ethnographic displays, 5 copper artifacts, 2 silver daggers, a stone pot, 20 jeweled decorations, and many other valuable items from the Shusha City Museum, 5 valuable ancient carpets, 4 ancient kalims, 5 saddlebags, 1 rare and valuable lamp, Uzier Hajibeyev's portrait, and a number of other valuable historical exhibits from the Karabagh History Museum. Precious and valuable exhibits from the Shusha City Museum, including paintings, statues, carpets, folk art samples, archaeological discoveries, important and valuable documents, the belongings of great Azerbaijan persons, and many other precious materials have all been plundered by Armenian invaders. Altogether, roughly 5,000 different exhibits have been plundered. Now, those exhibits are being sold at auction, or are being shown in different exhibitions and museums as samples of Armenian culture. Yes, at the end of the 20th century, Shusha was faced with unbelievable tragic events and was occupied. Citizens were driven out of their native lands or became martyrs. But the enemy hasn't been able to destroy Shusha. Shusha survives. Its population has spread to 700 settlements in 59 regions of Azerbaijan. It should be noted that although Shusha is still under occupation, there have been several existing cultural and educational institutions that continue their activities in the city of Baku and other regions of our great country. The world community that hasn't become indifferent to the destroying of historical Buddha monuments will support Azerbaijani people and their voice of truth.